Alright, here we go. And it all starts with a single step. Now my fortune cookie that I got last night, it has a little message on there that I was actually really impressed by, and I took this as a sign. It says, pray for what you want, but work for the things you need. Now, I'm not in my kitchen right now like I normally would be when I start a video off, and my hair looks like this because, well, I'm gonna show you myself at my worst. I also just got out of bed too. And look, I even made my bed for the occasion, and look, it's as good as it's gonna get, okay? So last year, I lost about 40 pounds, and it felt great. And I did that by eating less food in terms of portion control. I wouldn't eat a huge amount of food like I've been doing lately, and by adding some fitness into it. I also would eat foods that were on the healthier side, like using some shredded chicken, or having my cauliflower puree, or some steel-cut oats, vegetables, and zucchini noodles or zoodles, things like that. But I would also absolutely have meals that were indulgent. But the secret to incorporating those meals while on a weight loss journey means portion control. Eat less of them, don't go overboard, and by having them more few and far between, like maybe a few times a week as opposed to daily. That makes a world of difference. What also makes a world of difference is what you drink, and don't have sodas, not even diet sodas, but water. Water is key. Or some of those powder drinks that are sugar-free and have very low calories, those are okay to have too. Seltzer is also a great substitute for soda. If you want some bubbles, have some seltzer. Unfortunately, this year, I've gained those 40 pounds back. 40 pounds right back on me. Look at me. Here it is. Here it is. All of it right back on me. This is how it is. This is reality. And I haven't stepped on the scale yet, so I don't know for a fact that that's how much I've gained, but I've done this enough now in my life that I can tell that's pretty much how much I've gained. I can feel it. I know when I get all rolly over here. All my weight loves to come to this part of my body, my midsection and my face. That's where it likes to puff up. My tushy, my waist, my belly, and my face. Lucky me. So it goes to show you, just as simple as you can lose weight, it's just as easy, and much easier actually, to put it right back on. Now, as you've seen in my videos, I can just snap and make vegetables cut themselves up. Sadly, that doesn't work with weight loss. Let's see. Nope, still got punch. Now, I should also be very clear that the reason why I gained weight was because I was out of control in terms of eating portion size. I went against my own rules and just ate way too much. I ate too much too late at night. And by the way, this is not at all just the things that I've cooked. I have ordered so much takeout lately, and I'm talking like bad takeout for you, like burgers slathered in cheese and bacon and fries, and you know, Chinese food that's super greasy but so good, and Mexican food, having fried things here and there, lots of fried food, mozzarella sticks, so many things that I should not have been eating, but I did. I ate them anyway. And I should have known better. I did know better. I just, you know, didn't feel like, I guess, really caring so much at the time. I was just exhausted, and I just wanted to relax on the couch, you know, and just watch a terrible movie and having about 4 slices of New York style pizza. And if you've had New York style pizza, you know, that's not a little slice. We ain't talking Domino's here, folks. And also because I wasn't working out as often as I should. And when I say working out, I don't literally mean like having to like sweat to the point of you wanting to drop. I mean like, you know, actually getting some fitness, taking a walk or a jog around the block, going to the gym and going on the elliptical. That's what I do the most, the elliptical. Or if you want to lift a weight or two, feel free to do that. So my more indulgent recipes, they're not going anywhere. I'll still be eating them while on this journey, just with portion control and at normal times during the day, and more intermittently mixed up with my healthier recipes. I have to be a little more wise about what I put on my body, and luckily I have a lot of healthy recipes where I can help get myself down to my goal weight, which is going to be, well, 215 pounds. Now, 215 pounds, some might be like, that's actually kind of big. Over 200 is big. It all depends on your frame. I'm a broader guy. That's how I'm built. I have like a broader build. I'm 5'11" and I'm broad. And actually, my thinnest ever was when I was 195 pounds and I was in college. It was my junior year. I had lost 100 pounds. This is what I looked like before I lost the weight, and this is what I looked like after I lost it. So I've never ever, thankfully, ever hit as high as I used to be. One time about 10 years ago, I got a little close, but I quickly put myself in check and lost a bunch of weight down to 215, and I feel like that's where I truly look my best. And I, for the most part, kept the weight down for a good long while. I sometimes do yo-yo, but never to those extremes, thankfully. But right now, I'm obviously on the higher end of the scale, so to speak. And right now, I'm gonna weigh myself for the first time in a while. Probably the first time in 2 months, because let's face it, this scale is sometimes like the scariest thing in the world. It's scarier than Freddy Krueger visiting you in your dreams, you know? But you gotta do it. You have to do it. It's the only way to keep yourself in check. It's 2 seconds of your time, and sometimes seeing that number on the scale shocks you into reality real hard. Because sometimes we have the tendency to just, you know, literally convince ourselves, oh, I'm not that big. You suck your stomach in the mirror on the cam, and you're like, oh, I'm not that big. Let's get real. But you know what? Once you don't suck yourself in, the mirror doesn't lie, and once you step on the scale, it certainly doesn't lie. It's the only way to put yourself at the check, in my opinion. So, I'm gonna have to take the plunge and do it. And also, of course, I have to take some before and after photos. It only makes sense to look your worst on the first day of a weight loss journey, right? Make sure the hair's nice and disheveled, make sure you look like, you know, you just didn't sleep for a week, you have bags under your eyes, and it always makes it look better when you finally have that final after photo, doesn't it? So that's why I'm looking like this today. Why not? Alright, so I'm gonna go into the bathroom right now, put on some gloom and doom music, and step on the scale. I'll step on you. And there I am, 261.5 pounds. A part of me wants to scream in the other room, and another part of me just wants to be happy that I've actually taken the leap to do this. Now, I don't typically look as much as I weigh because of my body structure and the way I'm built, but that's my number, guys. It doesn't lie. And I'm ready to take this challenge to lose this weight. I mean, I'm going to do it. There's no way. That scale is gonna say 215. So I have about a 45-pound journey to go. Alright. This is something that's easily doable. Well, I say easily. It's not gonna necessarily be easy. It's going to take a lot of motivation. If you don't have the motivation, it ain't going to happen. And it's going to take some determination to make sure you push through it. And it's going to take some willpower, because all of the foods that we love will always be surrounded by. If we go out to dinner with friends or family, guess what? There's going to be some food on the table that you're going to want to literally strangle somebody for. Like grilled cheese with ooey gooey cheese and the most beautiful golden crisp French fries. While you're sitting there having a salad or a dish that's not quite as decadent, you know, you might strangle them just to lick their fingertips. But it's about willpower. You have to have willpower to get through this. So it's all about the mindset, and it's all about actually doing it. So we're going to do this. If you want to follow me on this journey, now's the time. So I'm going to create one of these videos each week to log my progress, and so you can see how I've done what I'm doing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you each day what I'm exactly eating and what I'm doing in terms of fitness. I'm not going to stand here talking about everything a million times. Those are boring videos. I'm just going to simply show you the results, a photo of myself and how I'm progressing, and that's basically it, guys. So I can just choose to cry and just go out right now and order an ice cream sundae and say screw it, because it seems like a daunting number. Or I could look at that number, take a deep breath, and tell myself, one day at a time, you will tackle this. Because if you look at it as a giant chunk, like 50 pounds ahead of you, it's gonna be daunting, and it's gonna make you wanna say, how can I even do this? And it makes you actually even just go off the rail even more. That's not happening here. We're gonna tackle this, and I'm gonna make sure this happens, because this is my body, and though some people might say you look great as you are, you need to feel great. So now, it's time to make that happen. We can do this. It's all about the motivation, determination, and willpower. Let's go.